And that was the last time I saw Coco the gorilla. Hi, welcome back to the Icebox Podcast. I'm your host, Moose. It's great to be back here off the gate. Off the gate, Andrew.
Excuse our roommate, Andrew. He's just toasting buns over here.
Toasting buns, guy? What?
Have some nice buns earlier.
We did have some very nice burgers, but let me fully introduce the podcast. Hopefully this is the first podcast with video. Hey, yeah. That's awesome. Andrew is not in frame, but who knows? He might take a bathroom break or something. But no, that's super awesome. We are back. Remember the 3 rules of the podcast: you gotta live, you gotta laugh, you gotta love. You gotta love. We are here. We are out here. Episode 2 just got posted not too long ago. Episode 3 is getting edited. I'm super excited about that. Keith, can you tell us if you've sold all your hats? Because I actually don't know if you've sold all your hats.
I have not. I still have 3 left.
Wow.
At the moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have only sold 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Shout out to Sam, my friend in Kingman.
Yes. Shout out to Sam.
Kingman's second finest person I know.
Second.
Because they're all rankable.
They are. Because Andrew just said they all have different value as people. And that is not okay.
I meant because Matt's number 1.
Now I get it. I have not been to Kingman or Matt's church. I want to go at some point soon. But you've got some appy juice you're drinking, Keeve?
No, this is actually Colombiana, a soda made in Colombia.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was appy juice.
No.
But it's not. I'm drinking lemonade,
Nice.
which actually is lemonade and kiwi strawberry LaCroix.
Is that good?
Fancy.
No.
Oh.
I drink LaCroix because I hate myself.
Yeah. That's what I think of
Well,
when
nobody
people
drinks nobody drinks LaCroix because they're cool with it. They drink LaCroix because it's like, oh, I need to get over drinking alcohol or soda or anything like that. Like, I'm a LaCroix boy till I die. I know you're a fan of sparkling water as well, right?
I am, but I don't like LaCroix.
Which is so weird. That's so weird to me.
It's kind of weird.
Like, how can you specifically not like a brand of not flavored drink?
I don't know. It just has always tastes like battery acid to me.
It really does taste like water you ship next to a box next to strawberries. Like, it's so distant. Yeah. Like, a LaCroix tastes like what you would imagine steel wool to taste like.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great way to
drinking
put it.
LaCroix for probably around 10 years now. I can nail that one kind of on my head. It doesn't taste like what TV static looks like. It's what it sounds like.
Nice.
We got mac and cheese on the podcast. We just ate dinner. Yeah. Which was great. It was venison burgers.
It was really good.
Cooked by yours truly.
Yeah.
I messed up on them. I want to give them a little bit more pink, but I failed. But that's okay.
They were still good.
They were delicious.
Very tasty.
Thank you. Thanks. I really mean a lot. But yeah, so it's been a full week. We're in May now.
We are in May now.
Praise God. Praise God. April was the worst year of my life. And I say that because it felt like a year. Not because I just messed up.
No, yeah, it did feel really long. Even though there was only 30 days in the month and not 31 days.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a short month. Nothing silly. Started off with April Fool's Day.
Right.
Really didn't start that way for me.
No.
Oh, man. It was a bad month, man. Yeah. But let that be the case. Let that be whatever it is. Let's move on from that because guess what? It's May.
It is May.
It's May. What did you say, Andrew? Just like not even 5 minutes ago?
I said that April showers bring May flowers, which means hopefully there are great things to come in the month of May.
Yeah.
That come what may,
Ooh.
things will be good.
Nice.
That was a good one.
That was
I
good.
actually really liked that.
That's a great "Come What May" is a great song from one of my favorite movies of all time, Moulin Rouge, actually.
Oh wow.
Moulin Rouge?
Moulin Rouge.
Never
yeah.
watched that movie.
I love that movie. Like, if you can be a Jedi Master and be in Moulin Rouge, like, sign me up.
Who's in?
Edwin McGregor, I think is his name.
Oh.
Is the actor. Yeah. So he's in both of those movies.
That's
like,
bad.
That is, yeah.
That's dope.
10 out of 10 guy.
I love that.
Yeah. Great guy.
Yeah, great guy. You see his documentary about otters?
No.
I don't know if it's a documentary about otters or it's like going up north, but he freaking like just stares at otters for a portion of it, and it's the most wholesome thing.
Yeah, I would watch that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
No, that and then Benedict Cumberbatch's documentary about penguins. Have you guys seen that?
No, I
He
think
doesn't know how to. He doesn't know how to say the word penguin, and they put him in a documentary about penguin. He says it like penguin, penguin,
Penguin?
penguin. Yeah, he says
That's
penguin a couple
funny.
times too.
Wow.
That's
great.
phenomenal. Love that. But okay, so Ewan McGregor was in Moulin Rouge, Star Wars. Are you a Star Wars fan, Keith? Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
cause I like grew up watching them.
Yeah.
We would just those were
Mhm.
the movies we would just, cycle through every, couple months or so. But yeah, I'm a part of the group of people that like the prequels.
I love the prequels.
Yeah.
I
Like
love the prequels.
episode 1, one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's
like,
totally fair.
yeah. The freaking pod racing. Oh man.
Now, see, the pod racing part was not my favorite part, but I can see the appeal of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's still a good moment. It's just not my
Yeah.
favorite. My favorite's, I think it's Duel of Fates. It's Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon going against Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Darth Maul was the coolest character
Oh
to
yeah.
me.
Definitely.
I thought, and you think about Star Wars, right? Boba Fett.
Oh yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Maul. Super cool.
Yeah.
How come those are the two characters that like have
That
like
die.
the least amount of lines?
Yeah.
They die super quick. Like,
Spoiler,
Maul doesn't say.
spoiler alert if you haven't seen Star
If
Wars.
you haven't seen Star Wars, shove it. Like, like I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Yeah, that's true. You're late.
yeah, you're super late on the game with that one. Andrew, what about you? I would assume you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, not like a super huge Star Wars nerd.
Nerd.
But yeah, I always found myself relating to Anakin a lot. I could say, I don't know why. So I was like,
I mean, that's
just a
fair.
sad boy growing up, and like wanted to take care of everybody in my life, and like kind of like how he wanted to take care of his life, of everyone in his life, and like to have control. And so that's been something that I've kind of fought throughout my life, is like wanting to have control of everything in situations, which has been hard. That's why I don't ride roller coasters, actually, is because
What?
so
That's crazy.
that's a little side
Wow.
thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not a roller coasters guy because
We just got,
I'm not
like,
in
deep.
control. So
That's
sucks.
totally fair, though.
Yeah.
I've never looked at it through like the lens of relating to Anakin, and I guess kind of, I don't know, because that always brings me back to like what Stan Lee said about Spider-Man. If you can find something about Spider-Man to relate to, then relate to him. His whole entire thing is that he's someone that you can fill your shoes into. And I think that's so cool. But I've never thought of Anakin that way. Because here's the thing. Anakin, from start to beginning, like from start to end, rather, is one of like the main focuses of Star Wars. So young boy in episode 1, episode 2 and 3, he is, Padawan, then flips over to the dark side, becomes Darth Vader. Spoiler alert! I hate that
I'm pretty sure he becomes a master in episode 3. Like a
No.
Jedi master. No?
No, he never becomes a Jedi. I don't
Or
think.
no, Jedi Knight. I'm pretty sure he becomes a Jedi
Does he
Knight.
become a Jedi?
Yeah.
In episode
Oh.
3.
Well, yeah, becomes a Jedi Knight in 3, Padawan in 2,
Yo.
Sith Dark Lord in 4, 5, and 6, dies in 6, and then gets resurrected as a Force Ghost, which is, I think that's something that Star Wars fans were super mad about, because I'm pretty sure Qui-Gon Jinn made that a thing. Like, he was the one to figure that out. He taught Obi-Wan while he was alone by himself
Right.
protecting Luke.
Right.
But there was no way that Anakin could have known it. But still, with that being said, and then he becomes like this guy we don't see throughout the later episodes, but he like leaves an imprint in like Kylo.
Right.
So I think that's kind of cool. I think Anakin's whole story
Yeah.
is like one of the main focuses, and then I would say the other one is Luke.
Yeah. And I mean, like, even with like the later episodes, I think it's like, episode 9. It's literally like called The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
So.
Fun fact: there's not a single Skywalker in it
Yeah.
besides Ben.
Yeah.
But he's solo.
Right.
So.
But yeah,
Well,
there's some.
Isn't that kind of crazy? Then a movie called Rise of Skywalker, and there's no Skywalkers in it.
Yeah.
What the Hank? But whatever.
The Hank. Yeah. Also, just, side note, the opening to episode 3, one of the best openings to
What's
any
going on in
like
episode 3? What's the
sci-fi
start?
movie. It's when
Is it
Anakin and Obi-Wan are like in space.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like fighting like all the droid ships and
Oh, is that when they're
everything.
fighting Grievous?
Yeah.
Right, that's when they.
Kenobi.
Yeah, exactly.
I love General Grievous. I love General Grievous too. Yeah.
He's such a tool, though.
Yeah. Such a turd. He's like,
Because it's literally like a tool.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
You know what I think's kind of crazy? If, because, all right, I'm a pretty big Star Wars fan.
I can tell.
Yeah. And I want to talk about specifically with like media in our lives, but like with Star Wars specifically, it's fun to kind of think about what if one thing happened and the other thing didn't, right? What if Order 66 never happened? Because the whole entire thing with Order 66, you have Dooku, Grievous, there's a girl, Asajj Ventress. You have these three like right hands to whoever Sidious is, or Palpatine,
Right.
or whatever. Like if Order 66 never happened, and Anakin didn't go to the dark side, Grievous would be dead. Dooku would probably be in jail, because Anakin probably wouldn't have killed him
Right.
if he didn't turn to the dark side.
Right.
I don't know what happens to Asajj Ventress. I want to watch the Clone Wars super bad, which is the animated show.
Ooh. Have you not seen all of it?
I haven't seen all of it.
Ooh. The latest season? Fire.
So my friend Daniel, and if he listens to this, he'll kill me. But he's been telling me to watch it since like it started. Like he's been on me for it for a while.
No, it's super sick.
Yeah, and I've been wanting to watch it. Literally, like the only reason is because, and I told him, he was like, what episode are you on? I'm like, oh, I'm on the episode where Cad Bane holds the entire embassy hostage. And he's like, that's when it gets good. Watch the next episode. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Daniel. No. But, yeah, and sorry, Daniel, if you're listening to this. But, no, 100% I think I want to see your face. I moved the camera. Or not the camera, the laptop to see your face.
Nice.
But, like, I just don't, like, ever have the ability to sit down and watch, like, a show through unless it's a comedy. That's something I learned. Letterkenny, New Girl. Like I can sit and watch those shows.
Right.
Just sit down, watch them, like just binge them. But I can't with any other shows.
Interesting.
It's killer.
Also,
yeah.
fun fact, my friend Cole is also a big Star Wars fan. He like keeps up somewhat on like the Star Wars canon and like everything to
That's
do
cool.
with that. And he texted me letting me know that there's a character now called Keeve Trennis.
We looked that up, didn't we?
I think so.
You and me, and I looked up Morgan. I don't think
Oh,
I looked up
yeah.
Andrew, but yeah, there was a super cool. I think she's a Jedi.
Yeah.
I think she's a Jedi.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jedi.
I think my guy's bookkeeper for the Jedi. Like he's like does holocron stuff.
So he's like a librarian.
I'm down with that though.
Nice.
Honestly, if there's a Star Wars character named Morgan, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
What if he's like the worst?
What if he just like sucks at his job?
Bro,
Yeah.
bro, quit shaming me. You seem tired of it.
I'm just talking hypothetical. I mean,
If hypothetically, like the whole entire Star Wars fan base was like, H word this Morgan guy. Like, heck him, bro. Like, I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. Like, I'll relate to another character. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Side note, people think I look like Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man. Like the OG Spider-Mans?
Yeah.
Like when he goes emo?
Yeah.
I think if Tobey Maguire's head was a little pushed in, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't see it like, because no, Tobey Maguire has a big head.
He
I'm
does.
giving you a compliment. You have a smaller head than him.
That's true. My brain's pretty small.
That's not what I meant. And if you took it that way, dude, I'm gonna lose my marbles. But I could see it. Like, I feel like you guys have the same eyes.
Yeah. People say I either look like him or the guy who plays Winter Soldier. I can't think of his name.
Oh.
Sebastian Stan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say I look like him.
A lot of people look at me and say I
another
look like-
person with a big head.
Yeah, he does have a big head. Huh. You just have a smaller head compared to all of these actors. Yeah. A lot of people say I look like Anthony Mackie. Super weird.
That's the guy who plays Falcon.
I loved watching the clip for him. Who says that?
Who specifically has told you
Nobody.
that?
That's the whole fucking joke. I don't think I look.
I was being sincere.
No, and I can tell you were. I just as soon as you said I look like this celebrity, I was like, cool. Like, who's an African American celebrity that I can say I look like? Because obviously I have no like physical features of Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
That guy is.
Made out of iron.
Yeah, that guy's insane.
No, it's Iron Man.
Oh yeah. He's made out of cap.
He's made out of feathers.
He's made out of bird.
He's made out of birds. Yeah.
Pure eagle.
To look like that, all you gotta eat is bird.
Birdman.
Yep, just chicken and rice, I assume. But guy's built like a machine. But
It makes sense. Yeah.
yeah,
He's a machine.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've
No,
never.
that's Winter Soldier.
Oh, I thought that was War Machine.
No.
What even is this bit? It's so like weirdly like specific.
Yeah. Marvel.
I have never been told I look like a
Captain
celebrity. Captain
yeah,
Marvel.
The new movie's coming out.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, the Marvels.
We're gonna the Marvels. That one has
Right.
Kamal. Is it no? What is her name? I think the camera just died. Yep.
Bye.
That's okay. Well, hi, welcome back. It's audio.
I don't know. I don't know much.
Okay, so let's get on. First of all, I want this to be said. I don't think I look like any celebrities, and I think that's okay. I think I got like a
I
dented
said
in
you looked
face.
like somebody the other day.
I'm pretty sure I took offense to it too, because I was like, "What the heck? Why are you saying that?" You've told me that I look like Chris Farley before, which was
That's bad.
yeah, which I was like, "Oh, it's the only reason is because I'm a fat husky guy." That's cool. Yeah, and he shakes his head. Yes,
Andrew has left the chat.
Andrew has left the chat.
I definitely vented out of that room.
Good old Among Us joke.
Oh, dude, it's not. It's not. It's not. So, I just wanted to say that because I was like I can probably pinpoint like 2 people for you guys, but it's hard for myself.
So, another thing about like things around our apartment, I have a lot of pictures of me as a child.
Yes.
Yes.
Which I think is great.
So, fun fact about me as a child, I looked pretty much identical to Josh Hutcherson when he was like in
Yeah. Me and Andrew have no clue.
Spiderwick, I think it is, or Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. That guy.
Not that guy.
Okay.
The kid.
The kid that's in the movie with Brendan Fraser.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I guess I.
Like if
Huh.
you saw me as when I was like 12 years old or something
Mhm.
with like a picture of him in that movie, you
You would have just been like,
thought like,
"Hey,
were you in that?
no, yeah, Keith, did you act as a 4-year-old?" Like, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I can see that. Well, first off, I wanted to kind of say, hey, good freaking segment. But also,
Nice.
I wanted to say, in like kind of the talks about media, because like I don't know, like I feel like we all three of us separately have different things that inspire us and have molded us to the people we are now. But specifically, what's a type of media that you can say kind of has like affected the person that you are? Like you've built yourself or parts of your personality around something like that. Like for me, pro wrestling, I'll say that till I die. Like pro wrestling is a media format that like really built who I am. I would say also cartoons and video games as a kid. I'd definitely say those forms of media are like big on my life. Like I'm just goofy. Like
That's
fair. Yeah. Yuck. But like that's really it. Like that's just kind of me specifically, like pro wrestling with like Ric Flair, like you know, and stuff like that. But like I wanted to know what is something like that for you guys, because I don't think either of you guys really play video games.
Yeah, not really.
So yeah,
there was a phase,
there was a phase.
You know,
it's a phase, Mom.
That when the Nintendo Wii came out, that was
the Wii was phenomenal.
Yeah, that was like my big video game time. But now I just play Call of Duty, Black Ops 2 on the Xbox 360 at my friend's house, and that's it.
And that's it. That's all.
But to answer your question, probably VeggieTales.
VeggieTales, yeah.
3-2-1 Penguins. Only real ones would know that one.
hey, I don't know why you're coming after me so.
Bible Man.
Bible Man? Did you unironically play Bible Man?
What?
Did you seriously play Bible Man as a kid?
No, I'm talking about the show.
Oh, the show Bible Man. There's a game called Bible Man. And it's like
I thought it was like
super bad.
Alter ego of Keith.
Yeah.
Like I thought he was Bible Man.
Like early 2000s. Ladies and gentlemen, in the streets of Los Angeles today, there was a hero caped up with a cross on the back of the cape, called himself Bible Man, saved a robbery, saved 3 kids from a burning house, and it's just like a toddler, but it's Keith. Baptized them as well in holy water on the streets of LA. Bible Man strikes again. Like there's just this hero side of Keith. That would explain why he's not here ever.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Have we ever seen Bible Man and Keith in the same room?
It's like that Spider-Man meme. They're pointing at each other. Keith and Bible Man.
Yeah, Keith, man. I mean, now we have to have hero names because we figured out your true identity. Man, this is crazy. Can we get some Bible Man merch and just yeah. I think that has to happen. But Bible Man, 3-2-1 Penguins,
VeggieTales. That was like kind of a joke.
VeggieTales was a joke?
But I mean, I did watch a lot of VeggieTales growing up.
That was the jam.
Yeah. I'm not really sure. I'm like big into music. And so for the most part, like that's where all of my inspiration comes from.
So let's say like kindergarten to middle school. What are some noteworthy songs that shaped you?
Classic, Jesus Freak by DC Talk.
Okay. Any Toby Mac in there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was literally just going to say like early first 3 albums of Toby Mac. Also like his first couple like remix albums.
Okay.
Fire. Absolutely fire.
100%.
Matthew Maestas will know. Extreme Days remix. Goes dummy hard.
Matt Maestas, if he ever watches
dare I say slaps. Yeah.
So, okay.
But yeah. I also really liked the band called Cutlass. It was a Christian rock band. Actually have gone to like several of their concerts. And yeah, my parents actually knew friends of one of the, like, they were friends of one of the guitar players for the band.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, and so we, like, got to meet him,
Oh,
like,
cool.
plenty of times, and, like,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Nice.
yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's super dope. Toby Max, and I just pulled up the album name and I forgot. This Is Not a Test.
Ooh, yeah.
So that was my middle school Toby Mac album.
Really?
So, well, because it was 2015.
Yeah.
Or I guess it was my 8th grade year. No,
Wow.
8th grade and freshman, I think.
That's so interesting.
Because I graduated 2019, and that album came out in 2015, so it was my freshman year.
Yeah.
Freshman year. I was going to like therapy at that time, and like just going through like a really rough spot in my life, and I remember that album. We drove to Phoenix. It was me, my ex-girlfriend at the time, my mom, all drove to Phoenix. I had to sit through like an hour of therapy, and then we watched Avengers afterwards. And then I remember that so vividly because I remember how just kind of crazy it was that I was like, we're listening to Toby Mac with the NF song with him.
That song was pretty good.
I was listening to that like song, sitting in the parking lot jamming, and then like I had to go and talk through stuff, and I was like, you know what, this song's really aggressive, but I'm feeling it. Like,
Yeah. That's so interesting. Cause like I stopped listening to Toby Mac like I think when his album it was called Tonight. It's like black and like neon green. That was, in my opinion, when kind of fell off.
Hey man, I'm just sitting here eating mac and cheese.
Yeah. Still a great influence in Christian music, though, for sure.
Yeah. I want to know what like your stuff is, Andrew, over there on the other side of the couch.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What's some media that's kind of influenced you early development and like building to who you are as a person?
Building to who I am as a person. I listen to a lot of music, still do, but have really listened to a lot of different genres of music throughout my life, which I think I can attribute to my mom. So me and my mom would just like have random jam sessions at night. And then like on car trips or like even like trips to the store, there'd be like some oldies song on, and she'd be like, "Who is this?" It was like a game that we would play, and I knew who it was like all the time.
That's
like,
cool.
That's
you ask me the name of the song, like there, I'm in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say sports for sure. I was like a unique enigma of a child, I could say, where I played sports and also played computer games and like video games a lot.
That's so rare.
So I was like a combination of both sporty and nerdy at the same time. So like I didn't have a lot of friends other than like the people who were on my sports teams, and then like when I wasn't playing sports or practicing sports, I was on the computer like playing video games and stuff like that. But definitely music, I would say, is a big kind of catapult to who I am today. I think I mentioned in the first pod that I was on Beastie Boys. I'm from New York, and the Beastie Boys are a big influence. Also, like, just love oldie jams, like just songs that just get you pumped and like just have funky beats. Like my mom loves the B-52s and the Rolling Stones.
Nice.
You're just
nice.
Like you think of those two bands and you're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's
I want to meet your family so bad,
bro. You want to just rock lobster. Like, what? Who thinks like rock lobster?
Whose immediate like jam pump up song is Rock Lobster? That's like a do the move and twist like beach type vibe, and Rock Lobster
like,
someone's like
Love Shack.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I'll take Love Shack though.
Like,
I'll take Love
Rock
Shack.
Lobster's got that bass though. That
Boom.
yeah. Like just music as a whole, I think, kind of shaped who I am today. Because I was a sad boy, So I listened to. You're talking about like rock bands. I listened to Under Oath,
Okay.
As well.
Wow.
Christian rock band, almost kind of hardcore, if you will, band. One of my favorite moments last summer, actually, was when Griffin McGrath put on Under Oath in the worship center, and I had no idea who it was, and I was like, I'm not even talking to you, and I just turned around, and it's Griffin just jamming.
That's so dope. That's so awesome.
One of my favorite moments. So yeah, music for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome, first of all, because Griffin. I think that happened at one point for me too. He played the Seamless theme. I don't remember if it was you or... Was it you that was like, hey, Griffin, watch this? And Griffin was like, what? He's like, just click that. He did, and then it was just me going, oh, I was like, and I was just like super...
So funny about the John Cena theme.
Yeah.
So in the one of the leader meetings with Alan Griffin, so they were like talking to all the leaders about everything, and Alan Griffin was like next to go talk, and he's like talking about what he was going to preach about on the night. So it's dead quiet in the zone. As Alan Griffin walks up, I started to play the song, the John Cena theme song. And he just lost it.
Did he dig it? Well, I want to have like a sit down talk with Alan Griffin.
Yeah, that guy seems great.
I would, yeah. Like he's the type of person that I want to go and get like
your life figured out.
All right, personal attack there, Keith.
Sorry.
Just kidding. But no, I was gonna say like to like a barbecue place and just talk about life.
Yeah.
Like I could see. I'm
putting
putting the message out. If Alan Griffin ever listens to some hot garbage like this, I want an episode with Alan Griffin on the podcast. I don't want Griffin to not be my first like pastor. Like I want him to be my first pastor. But if Alan Griffin beats him to it, like, oh man, I deleted Instagram, but I need you both to add Alan Griffin and tell him, hey, skip the first 15 minutes and just go to town on this homie that really wants to have an episode of the podcast with you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, shout out to anybody who ever wants to be on the podcast. Like, I'm super up to anybody talking.
Yeah.
We do have a couple of people that are
lined up,
yeah.
Yeah. I'm super excited because... Chino.
He'll be
let's talk about
Arizona.
Chino. When is he?
This month?
The end of this month.
The end of this month. Okay.
Well,
I forgot when exactly he was coming, but
me and Keith will be here.
Yeah.
You'll be at camp.
Yeah, I don't know how we'll figure something out.
I'll just point him. I'll just point him that direction and say, "Hey, Andrew's in Prescott. Go see him." He's probably going to come up for that.
I believe he's going to be at camp.
That's so awesome.
So
that's so
I'm gonna
awesome.
have one of my boys there, having my back. So that's good.
Oh, you looked okay, dude. I was so worried you were gonna look at me there for a second, and I was about to pop off. Oh my gosh.
Speaking of popping off, you guys ever play Pogs growing up? You know
Pogs?
what Pogs are?
I know what Pog Champ is, but
Pogs. Pogs were you had a slammer. You'd stack your Pogs in this little. Anyways, you guys can look it up afterwards. It was an early '90s.
You're gonna look up Pogs and
Jacks.
talk about Pogs.
Well, not really like Jacks, but you had a
What's
slammer.
Jacks?
You never played Jacks?
What's Jacks? Don't look at Keith.
Bounce the ball, you gotta collect the Jacks, and then you gotta catch the ball.
No.
Wow. I feel ancient talking about this.
Yeah.
Right now.
You're just talking about slamming something against the table, and that's the game.
Slamming them on the Pogs.
Oh.
Keeps looking it up.
Yeah,
But anyways,
Pogs and Slammer?
yeah, we've got. I think Matt also wants to be on the pod.
I want Matt and Chino to be on the pod. I don't know how we do that. Just have them crash on the couch for a night while we record it, or what?
Well, apparently Matt did sleep where Keith is.
Yeah, he did sleep here, and I talked to him for 10 minutes about the podcast, and he was like, "Oh man, that's really cool, dude," and he just passed out. And I was like, "Oh, okay, well, throw that idea out the window."
He is just a sleepy boy.
He was a sleepy boy.
Should we get on the pod?
I want Griffin. I want Griffin more than anything.
Yeah.
Griffin, if you're listening, please become. I want him on the podcast.
I feel like we could just like go through like the whole, all the members of the Icebox.
Austin, Steve,
yeah.
yeah. I think we could get.
I think if I could get Sway.
Oh yeah.
Moose's favorite.
I do love me some Clayton, bro. I love me some Clayton.
I feel like that could be really
that
fun.
would be one of my favorite episodes because we could talk about so many good moments, like the corn.
The corn.
incident.
Don't.
yeah.
We gotta save it though.
Yeah.
We can't be talking about the corn.
Yeah.
As well as when he demanded to get a couple of chairs when he was preaching.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was
I wasn't
good.
there for that.
Huh?
You might have been. I think you were.
I feel like almost
Everybody
everyone
had
was
been there. You might have been in the zone. Anyways, that would be a great episode.
Yeah.
Shout out to Clayton if he listens. Get on the podcast, buddy. We'll set up a
Clayton's an
din
avid
din.
listener.
I'll feed you, Clayton. Clayton, I'll feed you. You come over, I'll cook for you, buddy. Just need you on the pod.
He's picking me up on Friday.
Is he really?
He is.
Nice. What's Friday?
Orientation for camp.
Oh, have fun.
Yeah, he's picking me up. We're going up there.
Cool. That's awesome though. Nice.
It's my little boy, little Clay.
I love me some
Little
Clayton,
Clay
bro.
bar.
I love him so much. He's
Or as
such a
Griffin calls him, COVID-19.
yeah, COVID-19, which is so whack. Like, I love you, Griff, but man, that is wacky as whack. I like, cause it's like, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna get too deep into that one. But
It's really
yeah,
not
no.
that big of a deal.
yeah, last person I want to have beef with is Griffin McGrath. He could say something, whisper it into thin air, like just whisper something, and I would get smited. like the lightning bolt.
Turn into house, like,
Yeah,
snap.
the one time he ever was like sarcastic with me, I just crumbled. Did I told you guys that story?
I think you.
It was when I asked him. I was
I remember this.
because he was wearing like, and I know nothing
You were
about
both
baseball.
white.
Yeah, because I know nothing about baseball, and I was like, "Oh, you're a Dodgers fan?" He's like, "No, Moose, I'm not, obviously." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, sorry." And he just went off on me, and I was like, "Man, Griff, like, I didn't know what to do there. I really didn't know what to do." Camp was a lot of great moments, but man, I shrunk, bro. And then Keith, you were there for me with that one instance with who was it? I don't know. We'll talk about it off pod to bring it up next
Okay.
one because it's such like a weird specific instance that like I just can't really pinpoint.
Story time with Matt?
Story time with Matt.
I don't. Yeah. Were we talking about that like last podcast?
No, we talked about Matt a lot last podcast. I remember that we did, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
But yeah, I forget when we were talking about it, but I just remember not being there for any story time with Matt,
Yeah,
except
bro.
for like one.
Neither was Andrew. He does what he does on the couch every night when it was story time with Matt. He'd just be
No,
sleeping.
that's not true.
That's so true.
I was there for more of them than Key was.
Yeah.
And
Because he wasn't there for
Adrian.
one. And well, but Adrian also. I mean,
You were with them.
no, I wasn't.
For the most part.
No, I was not.
You.
I know what you're wanting to say right now, but here's the truth. I was there for all the story times with Matt. It wasn't until Camp Chella that I wasn't around for story time with Matt. But Matt only did like one.
That's fair.
I guess that's fair.
That's because
You really
things
only did
transpired
one?
in
You did.
between. Yeah, I don't think
We
he
had
did
a
it.
couple in the beginning.
Yeah, no,
Like,
there
when we
was.
were taking those photos.
It was in between. It was in between.
Between Gino's legs.
That was such a funny thing.
You're right,
Yeah,
that's from the apron.
the picture of me just going, looking up and like scared. Yeah, no,
Yeah, it was
no.
like the apron and then the wheelchair
Yeah.
game. Like
The
shortly
wheelchair game was a ton of fun. The apron thing. Well, here's the thing.
hands thing.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? It was what happened in between camps that stopped me from coming to story times with Matt, because
Right.
I just had it, which was stupid in hindsight. It was dumb to miss things over that, but I really did enjoy all the story times with Matt because I would be sitting there, people would be looking at me and listening to Matt talk, and I'd just be doing something stupid, like being almost naked under the apron that we had there. That was hilarious.
That was very scary.
That was super scary because I was super worried that like I was
Also,
mortified.
I don't think a lot of people actually knew how almost naked you were. was made it so much more funny is that like I don't think like Clayton and Antoine.
No,
Clayton,
Antoine, and Steven. Like as soon as I got up, because it was like, so the story is I was just in my underwear, right? That's all that I was wearing, and I was wearing this apron. But the way that the apron was like made, the way that it looked like I was naked because you can't like the apron was large. It was a tie around, so you couldn't see anything.
Right.
And hi, Griffin and Alan, if you're listening to the podcast. But so I wore that, and then I got up, and they were like, "You were naked?" And I was like, "No, Clayton, I'm just wearing my undies." There was a lot of instances where I was just kind of hobbling around in my underwear, though, in the icebox. Yeah. Which, I mean...
There was random undies.
There was random undies. No, that's very true, too.
Well.
Yeah.
I remember snapping some photos and being like, whose undies are these? Just in the hallway.
Never mind, though.
Yeah, I don't think any of our... I don't think anybody ever claimed them either.
No. Definitely not.
Like,
yeah, because who's gonna walk out there and go, "Oh, these brown stained undies, mine." No one's gonna do that. That's gross. The only one that could do that would be Antoine, because none of us would go, "Yucky, gross." None of us would pick on him because we'd scare him and beat us up.
It's cool, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah. Do you need me? Like, I'll watch. Okay, you do your thing.
Antoine must have had Taco Bell. Makes sense.
Poor Antoine. Yucky. Dude, I remember how mortified I was at the beginning of camp because of that. I was so afraid that he had COVID. I was so worried. And then Monica was just like, "Can you like calm down? Like, I can tell you that you're tense about this. Like, I promise it's okay. Like, he doesn't have COVID. It's just food poisoning." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And because I talked to him like the day before that like orientation. He drove up. His pastor drove him up, and me and Tel met him, took him to our church, and then we just waited for Griffin to come pick him up and then take him to the campsite, which was a lot of fun. But those are some more people that I want to have on the podcast. I'd love to have Tel and Monica. Those are two people I really want on the podcast. Obviously Antoine, but that's this episode. This episode we're going to be talking about guests. Who do we want on the podcast?
Guest care. Yeah, shout out in the comments who you want to be on the pod.
Yeah. I would love Theo Ryan on. I feel like that'd be a little bit harder of a shot to make because I feel like he's super
Alan
busy.
Griffin?
Oh no, that's a half court or full court, bro. Like I know Alan Griffin will never be like, "Oh man, I'm a huge fan of the Icebox podcast," unless. Dude, if Griffin ever was, and this is, whatever. I'm not going to talk about it. But, like, I want Griffin, Tel. I think Theo Ryan would be a little difficult to get, just because I feel like he's so busy. Guy's so great. Love Theo Ryan.
I've actually never really talked to him much.
He stopped me at Fine Arts. I was, like, mid-panic attack, and he totally was just like, "Hey, man, Moose, right?" And I was like, "You know me?" I was like, "There's no way." And he was just like, "Hey, man, you're awesome, and I'm so happy to hear like what God's doing in your life. Like, it's seriously super cool, and I want you to know that like if you need anything, and I mean it, anything, let me know." And I was like, "Wow, I can breathe." Like I was like, because I like seriously was having a panic attack, and he was just like, "Hey, like totally."
Yeah, I got a surprise actually this upcoming Sunday. There's a surprise that kind of involves Theo Ryan. I can't really go into much detail about it, but yeah.
Why are you?
Stay
do
tuned.
You know?
I know.
Stay tuned.
You know too.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. Should I tell people?
I haven't talked much to Theo Ryan, but he seems like a great guy. I've heard him preach a couple of times. Great dude. Has a unique swag, I will say. And also loves Chelsea FC, which is my favorite football club. Which is soccer for Americans. We have that in common. We do love the game of football.
Oh, cool.
So stay tuned.
Yeah, no, Theo Ryan. So first of all, could they find an announcement on your Instagram? Like, what's this about?
It will be probably.
Yeah. It will be on your Insta.
On the gram, yeah.
It'll be on your gram. So check out Andrew Crush's Instagram for an update on that. It'll probably be there. I mean, this episode obviously won't come out until like this week. Or this can be episode 3 and we can just get rid of the last. Okay, we'll see. I'll try to post both of these episodes super quick, but we know how I am with editing.
I actually don't know. I just know.
Bad.
Whenever you upload.
I just work here.
Yeah, I'm just eating my mac and cheese and drinking my lemonade, bro.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah, bro. I feel like that's my favorite bit that I do. Anytime anybody talks about anything.
Conflict.
Yep, any conflict. Dude, I don't know. I'll just eat my mac and cheese. But yeah, check out Andrew Crushes for that sick announcement. I don't know what it is. I'm a little bummed that I don't, but we can talk about it off pod?
Probably.
Okay, cool. Cool. But yeah, no, super... Dude, for real? How come you guys do this to me? All right, so this is podcast. Podcast can be third person in this. You guys don't tell me anything. You don't.
I mean, I hardly ever see Keith. Like, what do you mean?
But he knows this.
That's because Keith was there.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah. It's been a while in the making.
It really has been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Don't worry about
And
it.
he's not
Next
gonna.
topic.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna be told anything. Bummer. Cool. Well, whatever. I'm not whatever.
I'm just
I'm
here to
mad.
eat my mac and cheese.
I'm infuriated right now.
It's really not that big of a deal,
No,
but
it's-
it'll be
It's
good.
not- yeah.
Yeah.
It'll bring you joy.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm whatever. I'm so bummed. So
At least 5.
you. I'm yelling. The audio's peaking.
No peeking.
Hey, no peeking.
7 card, no peeking.
Let's talk about another stupid thing that I did.
Okay.
And we just paid rent, which was
did.
awesome.
We did.
Loved that.
Yeah.
Loving when our rent's paid. But something that held me back from paying rent right away. The camera's not rolling. I have a replica of the Thundercat sword. It's a real thing, a real sword, and I am a child with my adult money. That is the best way that I can word it. It's super funny, and if there ever is anyone who wants to try to rob us, our address is... Just kidding. But...
JK.
Yeah. JK. Don't come after me, please, because I am a big toddler. But yeah, I got this. Hopefully, maybe next episode we'll see it, or who knows? Maybe we'll have a pause in this episode. I can throw that camera on a charger. Probably not, but whatever. I don't feel like it. But hey, we got the first section of the podcast. We got that recorded, which is cool. But yeah, I want to bring back a segment that we haven't done since our episode. Actually, no, Andrew's episode. It's hypotheticals. Hypothetical! I have a hypothetical list on my phone, and I wanted to run by 2 of them.
Okay.
So,
I also wanted to just ask a general question to people, but whenever you can.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's your general question? Let's start with that. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do have the 3 rules of the podcast is to live, to laugh, and to love. And so I was just wondering, for you, Moose, or you, Andrew, or both of you, how have you lived or laughed or loved this past week?
Ooh.
That's a great question.
I don't know, man. I don't think this is the right question for me. My phone just died.
Then we have to stick with this question.
I remembered some of them. How have I lived, laughed, and or loved this week?
Yeah.
Or D, none of the above.
Or D, none of the above. Well, hey, Andrew, you're alive. That's awesome. You almost died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
You had super flu.
I don't know what happened. I got hit like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
By whatever is going on. Hoping it's all allergies, but got Rona tested, negative, so that was good news.
That's super good.
But definitely feel a lot better than I did on Friday.
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday were real rough, and kind of even took work off on Saturday because I was like, dude, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So I've been just thankful, that
You're not
I can
dead.
not be dead and also kind of breathe normal.
That's
A
phenomenal.
little bit. But yeah, one thing I would say that made me laugh was if you haven't seen Mortal Kombat yet,
Oh.
I'm just going to say that Kano is quite funny.
Yeah. Movie's super rated R. Don't take your kids to watch it. There's a lot of vulgar language and gore.
Yeah.
But movie's phenomenal.
Yeah,
I
movie's
really
great.
do love that movie.
Kano probably
Kano.
by far made that movie even greater than it was.
Yeah.
Quite funny. He makes a joke about a sombrero, and that's as far as I'm going to say about it. I don't
Oh,
wanna
you better
spoil
shut
it.
your mouth before I shove this sombrero. Until you start speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
It is.
So,
Yeah, and we'll probably cut that out. But it
that
was.
makes me laugh.
It was. Yeah, Kano, great character. I enjoyed that movie because I was on pain medicine so much that I was just loopy for the rest of the day.
True.
Nice.
Yeah, I got like my whole mouth like deep cleaned, and then also they cut into me for my tooth infection stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. That's why I wasn't down till like super late on Saturday
Oh.
because my body was super not having it. And
Yeah, we
then
both had that happen last week.
yeah,
Wednesday, they did the left side of my mouth, and then this
Yeah.
Wednesday, they're doing the right side. And then
Oh.
Moose got his whole mouth done in one day.
yeah.
Fun.
They paid me $300 to do
and
it
he
too.
got paid to do it.
Yeah. So
How?
NAU. So I would have my dental office in Camp Verde, and NAU. There was this college student that was looking for people who could be applied onto their boards test, which basically just means it's when a random person gets picked who has pretty gnarly teeth, and they go in, you deep clean them, and you pass their test. If you pass the test, then you can go on to the next level of becoming a dental hygienist.
Oh.
So I went. The first time I went was like, I want to say January, and she like basically just did like a screening, poked me around. We did a few X-rays, and she was like, "Cool, you can pass. Come here next week, and I'll do a deep clean of your bottom right side." And so I went, got that deep clean, which was crazy ridiculously painful. Just because I know my dental hygiene isn't the best. I will be honest about that. I didn't floss a lot. I brush my teeth, but only like once a day, and that's at night. So, like, I just never really took care of my teeth. So, super painful. That motivated me to brush my teeth more often. So when I went over this last time to get my boards, which they pay you $100 each time you go, just because it's like you're coming to be a guinea pig for college students. That's really it.
Wow.
So I go, and like the second time, or this last time, no, this was my third, yeah. But the lady that I've been working with, her name's Brianna, I believe. Brenna, I don't remember. But she's super cool. She was super awesome. She took care of me. She only did my top right side, and was like, "Yeah, no, this is awesome. Hey, I have a question to ask you. One of my good friends is wanting to do the test today, but her person flaked out on her. Would you be willing to have the rest of your mouth fully done? And she'll pay you $200." And I was like, heck yeah. So I had like a cheeseburger for lunch, and I had to eat it in like 15 minutes, and then like fries. Brush my teeth, go up there, and this girl's funny, bro. Like, she's hilarious. We talked about Reba, and like, because they were playing like the best of the 2000s
Nice.
music going on, which was super cool. T-Pain was on, and
Nice.
you know I get down with some T-Pain. Yo, club, hoes at 3. Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. I'm T-Pain. But moving on. She was super awesome. She did my mouth, and I got paid the $300, and I was like, this is super cool. And I just like texted both of them, if you ever need that again, let me know. I'll happily do it for you again.
Nice.
But yeah, and then they also got under my cap and filling on this side of the mouth that I had my tooth infection on. So that my nerve got infected, and then it went in there, and it died.
Right.
But I had to take oxycodone.
Dang.
Or I think it was oxycodone. But it was just
dang
super. Not oxycodone. What does House take in the show House? I don't remember. But I had to take like some serious painkillers, just because of how much pain I was in for like that root canal. Oh my gosh, that was horrible. But yeah, so that's what I did with my Saturday. Friday I went and hung out with my boys, which was nice. But yeah, super cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So me and Andrew are both happy we're alive. Live. That's what we can do.
Nice.
Nothing about this whole month has made me want to love and laugh. But well, no, there's been some love. I would say closer to the beginning of this month, there was a lot of people that were checking on me, but they just kind of dwindled out, which, like, whatever. I mean, if I'm being real and if I'm being honest with myself, that's one thing, and we're going to get deep in this podcast because, you know what, let's do it.
Let's just dive.
Yeah,
dive into the deep end.
There's a lot of doors that are that were really like open in my life, and then beginning of this month, I just watched people close them, and that's all right. It's okay. For those of you who haven't seen my Instagram, this month has been really rough for me, just in general. So, moving on from everything that happened this month has been really hard, and one thing that's been helping me cope, not only going to therapy and talking about getting myself on medicine, but also, going through the process of realizing that, those doors are closed. Mm-hmm. And if they stay closed, it's no fault of my own.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing that they're closed right now. That's something that I think is very, very fair to myself, is to realize that, there are a lot of doors. There's a lot of people that really disappointed me throughout this month.
Right.
People who are really important and big in my life before this month, but that just kind of dropped off the face of the planet. And I'm not going to cry. But yeah, they just kind of dropped out of my life, and that's okay though. I got to realize that that's okay. I just am super against the idea of giving up on love, I guess. So my own mentality won't let me do that. And I'll love you, but I'll love you from a distance, Yeah. And those doors are closed, and I'm okay with that. They will remain closed for the time being.
Yeah.
But that's not me. Yeah. That's not something I control, and I need to move on.
Yeah.
So that's been like super hard for me. So when you say kind of live, laugh, love, like this month has been filled with you blowing your nose, big shoots. When you say live, laugh, love, it's like, those are the rules of the podcast, and I always come into this space knowing that. Yeah. And knowing I can talk to you guys about anything. You guys are great. I love you guys. I laugh with you guys. I live with you guys. So I kind of can't escape it, but that's something that I really envy about you two, specifically, is that, throughout our... Dude. But yeah, you guys are awesome. So that's something with this podcast. It's like, we can live, laugh, and love together because we're all we can throw it out and throw out all the bad, just have a good time. Yeah. So to answer your question, there you go. I'm crying. I need to stop.
Nice.
Well, we love you.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. And there's a lot of things that happened this month. But, it's whatever. Life is going to continue on, with or without me. And I got to be with it,
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah.
What about you, Keith?
Hey, Keith, what's been going on in your life?
Let's flip that.
Ooh.
Let's do a little reversal here.
Yeah, bro.
Switcheroo.
Yeah, I'm tired of being emotional, Keith. You're up to bat.
Let's take a glimpse into the world of Keith Crosby.
Let's do it, bud.
Allow us that honor.
Well,
Preach, bro. Preach. Preach. Preach, dude.
This past weekend, I feel like I was able to live pretty well. I went.
You say you don't live well with this Keith?
Anyways, sorry, just burp and cough break right there. No, but I was able to go help out at the Royal Ranger father-son campout event, ran by the man, the myth, the legend, Bill Weaver.
Bill Weaver.
Shout out Bill Weaver.
Bill Weaver. I've only talked to him once, but I've talked to his son quite a lot.
Yeah,
He's great.
he's great. He's like my fifth dad.
All right. Well, that means two things.
Anyways,
Moving on.
but yeah, I was able to go there, help him out with Steven and Yo-Yo in London, and we just had a great time. Yeah, just helped out there, influenced some kids.
I don't think I've ever talked to London.
Really?
I don't think I've ever had a conversation with London.
I've been on 4 mission trips with him.
Oh, wait for that.
No, I was just saying that because
No, I'm joking.
funny.
I'm just making fun of you. I promise you. I promise.
Anyways.
But anyways.
But yeah, and fun fact, I used to be in Royal Rangers growing up.
So is that just Boy Scouts?
It's the Assemblies of God version of Boy Scouts, essentially. Yeah. But yeah, it was a pretty lit time. There were if you were ever in Royal Rangers, you know about the guys with the tomahawks, and stuff like that. The what is it? Raccoon head hats.
Raccoon hats.
Raccoon
like raccoon
hats.
skin.
Yeah, raccoon skin hats. Yeah.
I have one of those.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah.
That was yeah.
This month has been pretty eventful for you too.
How I lived. Yeah.
Yeah. You got a girlfriend?
I did get a girlfriend.
That's cool.
Second time bringing it up in the podcast.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, she seemed fine with it when I talked to her about it. She thought it was funny that it was brought up the way it was.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Anyways, moving on because I'm the ding dong who brought that up. Sorry, but
No, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. You could say that's one way how I've loved over the past
why I gotta attack my heart
couple of
like
weeks.
that? Also, we're back on video, which
Nice.
is
What up to the people watching? But yeah, that's been great. Yeah.
cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
no.
can't really remember one specific area where I've laughed yet.
Wow.
But I know I've laughed quite a bit.
You're roommates with the two funniest men alive.
Yeah, but he's never here.
Oh man!
Wow.
You looked at me
Way
like,
to gas yourself up there. That was good.
man. As soon as that came out of my mouth, I regretted it because the way you looked at me, you were just like, oh yeah, I bet you are funny. I haven't seen that side of you yet. But well,
Tune into next week's episode.
Yeah, next week.
Roommates.
I guess so, man. That was awkward. Why was that so awkward, Keith? I was just trying to be funny, and you just kind of shot me down there.
Anyone looking for a room in the North Phoenix metro?
Oh, am I getting kicked out? All right, well.
We can keep out.
Oh. We need someone who is a lot like Keith. We need Keith to move in. Hey, Keith. Hey, shout outs to Keith on the podcast. Shout out to Keith. Please move in.
Yeah.
And then move out and then move in again.
Roommates.
Roommates.
I wasn't part of that. I can't even.
You weren't, which was a bummer because we tried to get you in on
We
it.
tried plenty of times. Yeah.
More than one occasion.
Yeah.
It was just too.
But that's okay. That's okay. You had obligations at the time.
Yeah.
I had obligations at the time.
I did.
Which were just really, honestly, if I'm being serious, I really didn't. I didn't have a single obligation in my life at that point.
Me neither.
Yeah, you guys were just.
We just kind of
vibing.
showed up.
We're just two vibing dudes.
That's literally what I do at network events now. I just show up and
Someone tells you to do
have
something.
a good time. Yeah.
Not anymore. but, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't. I've been to. Funny enough, I've been a leader to one network event, and I don't know if I ever will be ever again. And that's not for any specific reason. It's just like now that I'm having a lot more in-depth realization with my anxiety, it makes sense why I wouldn't,
Yeah. That's fair.
But yeah, we've talked about it, Andrew.
Huh?
Well, you've lived, laughed, and freaking loved, bud.
Yeah, I already talked about mine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you almost died. I forgot.
Yeah.
Because of
Got some dental
super
work
flu.
done, almost died.
Super flu.
Yeah. Kano from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Great humor.
Yeah.
Terrible guy.
Oh yeah, terrible
but
guy.
Great humor.
Great humor. Totally.
Um,
And here's something that I think super cool about living with you guys. Like, Andrew, I can say it now, like, you're one of just my best friends. And, like, I don't mean to get so deep, like, with this podcast,
I'm gonna cry.
No.
but don't, like, cry, because, like, here's the thing. I just talked about how this month was the worst of my life, and you've been with me through it every step of the way. So thank you, I appreciate that. Kiev, we were already what I would say close friends at camp.
Yeah.
You had a ton of obligations, so we didn't have a lot of time together, in my opinion, Andrew. But you and me, Kiev, we just goofed around and did funny goofs and are just idiots sometimes.
Yeah.
Which I think is fun.
What was your title at camp again?
Hype man?
Hype man, right.
man.
I was equipment manager.
I love how you wrote. Because, like, here's the thing, right? And it's super funny. It's super funny. Equipment manager was more gassed up than hype man. It really was.
I still don't know what I did as equipment manager.
Tell them the story about the water balloons.
Tell them the story. Tell them the
water
story
balloon.
about freaking not only that, but when it was raining and we had the electrical equipment out there, and the white flash over here managed to scoop it all up. You did that, right?
Yeah.
That was you, Keith, right?
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Equipment manager, you managed the equipment. You got it out of the rain.
Managed to save it from getting wet.
Yeah. That was the same day that we had that crazy storm, and we had to roll up all the blow-up equipment out in the rain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was talking about that with Steven.
Yeah.
This weekend. Yeah.
That was insane.
That was tough.
That was crazy.
Yeah. That was like nutty.
Equipment manager, solid title.
Solid title, still.
Really earned his stripes.
Yeah, you keep
Yeah.
on saying you don't know what you did as the equipment manager, but there's quite a lot.
I still don't know other than getting water balloons.
We did water balloons. You guys went and got them, but
Yeah.
us three and Matt filled them up too that night.
We did.
We did
We
get
were
them.
throwing some at people, if I remember.
We were throwing them not only at each other, but we were also rolling them down the road and see how far they would get until they popped.
That's true.
Because it was us three, then Matt just like arrived. And we were like,
Right.
oh, Matt's here. Cool. Like,
Yeah.
please don't yell at us for doing stupid stuff. But it's Matt, so he was just
Right.
like, I love you guys. And I was
Yeah.
like, thanks, Matt.
It
Yeah.
makes me sad that none of you were going to be there with me.
And
I'm actually planning to come up with Matt and like be a leader with him, so I'll be up there for a little bit.
I won't. I'm sorry, but I won't. For reasons that will not be disclosed in the podcast, more than one reason I will not be there at camp.
It's fine.
And there's a lot of
I'm
people.
fine.
And there's a lot of people that probably think I know the reason why he won't be at camp. You're wrong. That is not the reason that I won't be at camp. It's 4 other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a rough month.
But yeah, finding those water balloons was
That
one of
was-
Yeah,
my favorite.
tell that story. Tell that story.
You tell us.
Yeah, I forget because I want to say like we went or like someone someone went to like Walmart earlier that day and like
Me, Chino, Katrina, and McKenna.
Right.
We all went.
Yeah, and like
And then
just a regular Walmart run
Yeah.
to like get stuff, but like you guys didn't get water balloons because they didn't have any.
If I remember right, there was 2 Walmart teams. Because it was Chino, McKenna, and Katrina, and then it was me, Steven, and Emily.
Right.
And then it was
Yeah.
you and Andrew.
Yeah. Yeah. And so
The 18.
and so yeah, they came back, didn't get the water balloons. And so there's a few of us, I forget what was like happening. I want to say there was just like a service happening.
Yeah.
And so we had like a good maybe hour, 45 minutes or so to like get the water balloons that we still hadn't gotten yet.
For the event that was taking place right after service.
Right after the service.
Yeah, it was a water balloon.
So we not only
warfare.
had to go get the water balloons, but also fill them up.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember you guys leaving. I remember hearing you grab your hydro flask, and I was like, "Oh, they're on the move." And I remember I sat through there, and I was like, now it's to like 3/4 of the done with the
Right.
service, and I go, Nobody's in here but me and like 3 other people. What's going on? It's like I got up, I grabbed my hydro flask, Whitey. Rest in peace, Whitey.
Oh yeah, we lost her.
We lost her. And I still don't know where she is. I'm convinced that someone threw her away.
Dang.
But I do have Gray Steel right there.
Yeah.
Which I love. I love my
Nice.
baby. But I just remember I was just like, I am awkward, so I'm gonna go find my friends. And I just like got up, went out, and I didn't see anybody else. Not a single soul. But I turned to my left, and right there next to the hose is you two crouched over throwing water balloons in the air. And I'm going, my boys. So I walk out there, and it's you two huddled around 4 like bins
of
and then like
water.
3 Home Depot buckets full of water. And I'm like,
Yeah.
where are the balloons? And then you guys were like, watch this. And then you screwed on the thing.
Yeah.
They dropped it, and I was like, that's cool. And then we just got real with each other too, didn't we? That night, didn't we get a little real?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I want to say
Yeah.
that's where Tres Leches really started.
Yeah.
Because it really it got started when 3 of us were paired up to do
Right.
the container, but I feel like we had a
Which
real
was
guy.
just the original. Just yeah. I don't know how we came up with that name, but it was just perfect.
It was. It like was literally just like,
It was a spur of the
we're
moment. together.
Oh, look,
We're
we're
free.
all white.
We're all white oat like we're all like oat milk dudes. Like we got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty fun experience. And we've talked about it. I guarantee you we've talked about it, but it was like our first impressions of each other. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I kind of knew you because we
Right.
talked a little bit.
Yeah.
Andrew, I just helped him with like clearing rec stuff up the camp before that I went to the year before that. But I remember Andrew walking in, Moose Man, what's up, man? I was just like, cool. And then Keeves just going, what's up, man? When he pooped. He just went and pooped afterwards. Which I think is super funny.
That's another great memory.
That's great.
Lots of poop.
Lots of poops.
But yeah, so Keith finished.
Right. The
acquiring
story.
the water.
Acquiring the water balloons. We leave with like 45 minutes until service is ending. And so I think, did we go to the Dollar Tree?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. We
And
went.
then,
yeah, we went to the Dollar Tree. They didn't have any.
correct.
So we went like a couple of doors down to Big Lots. And me and Andrew walk into Big Lots. There's this like lady that's probably like 5'4",
Maybe.
trying to stock the top shelf of like, or she's just trying to put like one thing on the top shelf.
Yeah.
And like we walk in, and like I saw her with and I like was walking up to her with the intention of asking like, oh, do you guys have any water balloons? But before I like get a word out, she's like, hey, you're tall, can you help me with this? We're like, Sure.
Yeah.
Can you help us? We're looking for water balloons. So, yeah, I put the thing on the top shelf, and she's like, you guys should try CVS. We're like, oh, we didn't think of that. All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and so...
Here I am thinking the story ended there.
No.
Big
Lots did not have the water balloons. But, shout out to the lady at Big Lots
Yeah.
with the plug for the water balloon.
Which just shows if you serve, then
Kindness goes a long way, bro.
The Lord
Yeah,
just
man.
clears the pathway for you. Yeah.
preach it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
And so, yeah, we left Big Lots, went to CVS, and they had like
A bunch.
a bunch of water balloons. Like the exact kind with like the nozzle that like fills them up
Yeah.
for you in like 20 seconds. Yeah. And so we got like 3 or 4 of them. And yeah. And then we got back in time to like fill them up.
Which again, like you guys rolled up, filled them up, then I walked out. We just goofed off.
Yeah.
Probably wasted a good solid 25, 30 water balloons.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
I was just launching them sky high.
Just straight
Yeah,
up.
you just-
Russian
'cause
roulette
we were-
style.
Yeah, exactly. Russian roulette style for sure.
We were like getting like deep into conversation, I feel like, and then every once in a
I
while
was
someone
not.
would every once in a while someone would clock out and just boom.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Then we
I feel
keep
the same way about like, our faith. Like,
You know, I feel like I've been in the same season.
splat. But yeah, and then like 15 minutes rolls by, and then we have a bunch of screaming children running after us.
Yeah, good times.
Good times.
Yeah, shout out to the lady at Big Lots. in
Shout
Preston.
her out twice. Twice because she deserves it.
Yeah, she's a real one.
Alan Griffin, we're not shouting him out twice.
No.
But we're gonna shout out that lady at Big Lots, and he
To
would
the
understand.
lady
that.
at Big Lots.
He would understand.
Yeah.
But I got my hypotheticals ready.
Okay.
These ones I came upon by googling hypotheticals. Really
Nice.
tough hypotheticals is what I looked up. Exactly. So here's the first one, right? If you could learn any skill in the world without trying, like think of Matrix, like you just take a pill, right? Which would you pick? What is one skill that you just really want, that you just think you would just love doing, but like you don't learn it, you don't go through like the process of learning, you just know it, and you're super good at it. What's that one thing for you, Andrew?
Wow.
Because I know mine. I know
Put
mine.
me on the spot.
Yeah.
Like Dalmatians.
That was a good one.
Nice.
I really enjoyed that.
You know, one skill. I think what I would thoroughly enjoy. This is so dumb, and it might not even be true, but it's what's on my mind right now. If I had the aerodynamic ability of one Ricochet from wrestling and could soar through the air like that guy, I don't know if I would just be a wrestler or if I would just do parkour as well. Because that dude can soar like an eagle.
Yeah, there is, for
pretty
anybody
incredible.
who doesn't know
And he's
wrestling,
made out of iron.
yes,
So that's-
guy is a chiseled body, like a Greek god, like seriously kind of insane. For anyone who doesn't know Ricochet, look him up. There's a lot of different content out there from different wrestling platforms with that guy. But yeah, Ricochet 110%.
Just give me that like aerodynamic ability.
Yeah, just the ability to like do sick, crazy flips.
Like, what if I just came out of my room one morning and just
did a
cartwheel, back handspring?
Yeah, did a
flip.
450.
Yeah,
Like,
and just like while flipping eggs in one hand. Like what?
honest reaction, I don't know what I'd do.
Okay.
I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably like just
What if you just laid an egg?
I'd keel over.
Like, what if an egg just hatched? Like, you're just so so dumbfounded.
I'm so dumbfounded that my body turns into that of a rooster and a hen, and I just egg it out.
Yeah.
And then crack. And I'm like,
And
whoa!
that's the egg that I flipped.
Whoa! What's this chicken
And
doing?
then I'm breakfast man all of a sudden.
There's your alter ego. Bible man, breakfast man.
I love that.
Keith, what about you, man? If there was one skill out the gate that you could just know, what would it be?
Magician.
I unironically thought about being a magician because that's such like a weird skill that wouldn't be like tangible in anything, but I think it'd be funny.
I want to say, well, my first thought was like cooking, just to be like a hella good cooker.
Yeah. Cook.
Yeah. But like, cooker.
a chef, if you will.
Right.
Chef Keith.
Chef Keith?
Yeah.
I've been waiting for Chef Keith.
Yeah. But yeah, either that or like being like a really good marksman.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that if I could be like super good at one thing, because it's hard, because I feel like I've dipped my toes in almost everything,
Right.
does not mean I'm good at everything.
Right.
Please don't take that way, because I am the worst at so much, but I've tried it, and that's what like I want to do with like a lot of things.
Yeah.
Geez, if I could know one skill, geez, man, I really want to know. This might be weird, guys. This might be weird, but like, one skill that I really just wish that I could like pull out of nowhere, and people are like, "Yo." There's a lot of people out there who will maybe get mad at me for this, but I really wish I could sing super well. Like, I did musicals and stuff. Like, I know how to sing. I just wish that I could like sing like crazy good to the point where people are like, "Yo, put out music."
Right.
But nobody's like, "Yo, Moose, make an EP." Like, nobody's wanting that right now.
Make an EP, Moose.
Oh wow. Oh
You
man.
The people
You
want
heard the fans. They asked for it.
You won't.
But no, unironically, I have written songs.
Bet.
I just don't have like the musical talent to like make them. I have a song that I made this month, and I think it's just called "Problem with Love." I really like that song. If I had any musical talent, I'd love to put it out there, but I don't. And it's something that I really wanted to try. Like, I knew how to play guitar and bass guitar and drums at one point, but now I don't because I just forgot, never practiced. I would say that, or I would say I wish I was good at editing. No, but I really.
Sleep outside the first year and the second year. Sorry.
You're fine. I guess also that aerodynamic ability, like that gymnastic ability, I guess.
Gymnastic.
both ears.
Who? What are you guys talking about?
Did Austin sleep outside?
Not while I was there.
Okay.
Cause
I
Why
could've
did
sworn
that
you
just?
did the same year.
no, cause
Did you sleep on the porch?
yeah. Remember, cause it was. So we're talking about interning at camp a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll do your.
But yeah, cause I'm pretty sure it was the time when like all of us had to stay in like one of the dorms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which I think might have been the first year.
yeah, and and like someone locked the door when Austin was out.
Yeah.
And
Basically,
he like couldn't climb through the window.
yeah. Basically, we made a bet. We did the whole like, you won't sleep outside.
Right.
Yeah.
And he said bet, and then we said bet, and so he went outside of the dorm
Yeah.
and slept out there.
Oh.
And so I don't remember who it was, but somebody locked the door, so he couldn't come back in.
Nice.
And he actually did sleep outside.
Austin is the most. If Bet was a person, Austin's it.
That's
I love
a great
Austin.
way. That's a great way to describe
Yeah.
it.
Austin and me first started out as enemies, but then I grew to just love the guy, and I genuinely consider him one of my best friends today. He's an awesome guy. The more I've gotten to know him, the more I realize it's just
Hikes barefoot.
yeah, he's a hobbit, bro. He's just a hobbit.
Yeah.
And we came to terms with that. Like, my dude is awesome, though. I seriously do love him. If he ever watches this, I love you, Austin.
Getting Austin on the pod.
Austin on the pod. Let's
Oh,
get
yeah.
Austin on the pod. Okay. Are you ready for my next hypothetical?
Yes. Well,
Cool.
wait.
Oh,
Did Moose do his? Or, I mean, did Keith do his?
yeah.
Hypothetical?
Marksman and cooking.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alright. So here's the hypothetical. 20,000 for just, you can get 20,000 out the gate for not doing anything. Or 2 million if you can pick the number that I'm thinking of between 1 and 5. And if you don't get it right, you don't get anything. So a guaranteed 20,000 or a possible 2 million. What are you taking? What are you taking?
I'm taking the 20,000.
You taking the 20,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
totally.
I can like do stuff with that now and like put some away and like invest it.
Yeah, are you kidding me? All of this rent that I've ever needed is paid for.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Literally wouldn't have to worry about.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and go, 2 million, and then I guess 4, and they're saying 2, and I'm wrong, and I don't get anything.
Yeah.
20K, I would just not worry about stuff for a while,
Yeah.
and that's all that I want in life is just to not worry about things. Andrew, you picking the 2 mil, aren't
I'm
you?
going for the 2 boys. I'm sorry.
I thought about it. I was like, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
It'd be
It's-
fun.
And like
Here's the
honestly,
deal. Here's the deal. This is why I would do it. So going into it, like, you're going into it with nothing. You got no
Right.
skin in the game.
Right.
Literally
Right.
no skin. Everything to win.
right,
Yeah.
1 in 5. That's a 20% chance.
right,
I've taken some multiple choice tests in my life,
right,
and usually there's 4 choices. It's 25. So it's almost similar.
right.
Well, no, because there's
Almost
5.
25 to
There's
20.
4.
Yeah, it's a 5%.
But it's still
difference. But
4. Not
You've
5.
got
It's 5.
if you said, Moose, there's a 20% chance that you get $2 million.
Mhm.
And you.
Versus 100% chance I'm going to get 20,000.
Correct.
I'm picking the 100%. Maybe I'm just not fun and not like wanting to take the risks. But here's the truth, man.
Or maybe.
20K.
20,000, yeah.
Guaranteed. That would let me be okay with just living, just vibing for a while.
It could be our views on money, too. That could be the difference.
Yeah, that's true. I guess. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Like,
That's
that
fair.
could have something to do with it, too. But, yeah.
But then I also
That's
think about it.
what
It's like 2 million. Think about 2 million. Though.
Exactly.
I don't know what I'd do with myself.
2 million, you don't have to work another day in your life, but you can't do that with
Dude,
20 million.
you're
Or
totally right.
20,000.
2 million. You don't have to
2
work
million,
a
you
day
don't
in
have to
your
work
life.
another day in your life.
Dude, then Keith would want to be our roommate because you and me got 2 million,
Yeah.
and the
And
guy
he's
doesn't
gonna
need to
wanna
worry
hang out
about
with us.
anybody not paying rent.
Right?
And then we can just be like, "Hey, Keith, did you see your car out there? I drove a truck." No, you don't. Throw him keys.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. That Lambo is yours, man. Like
You spent a quarter of your $2 million getting
on
me
you,
a
yeah.
Lambo.
I love you, Keith.
I don't love me that much.
I promise you, I would not be spending $250,000, $500,000
Yeah.
on a Lambo
Yeah.
or anything like that. But I will tell you what I would spend it on. I would spend it on my car and not being a poopy.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Let's buy a Tesla.
Buy a Tesla? I'd buy a Tesla too, because those are just around 20,000.
I'd buy a 4Runner actually if I was going to buy one.
Yeah.
But
I just said 20,000.
It's like
That's
45.
definitely not the
Yeah.
case.
I'd get a Tacoma.
Dude, I'd
Like
get a
the newer
Tacoma.
ones.
Just a couple of
Like-
Tacoma boys.
The extended cab, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
TRDs too.
But like the 6-foot bed, so you can put a camper shell on it.
Yeah,
Go
bro.
camping just anywhere.
Like my mom's truck, bro.
That's the
You saw my
dream.
mom's truck.
Yeah.
I told my mom and dad, and this is my dream truck. Like, I just want to let you guys know that. And then they got my mom that truck. And I was bummed. I was like, all right, cool, whatever, it's fine.
Nice.
But, huh? What? Huh?
I just said nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, 2 million.
Yeah, bro. I
You're
don't know.
done. You're
I don't know.
done.
You're really
You're done with
convincing
your
me.
life.
You're really convincing me. But there's the
You
fact
can
though.
even invest $1 million, and then you just got $1 million to play with.
But that's the thing though. That you gotta think about. $2 million or nothing
Okay. Then
versus a
your life,
guaranteed $20K.
$2 million over your life is just the same as it is right now.
I don't want my life to be how it is right now.
That's fair.
$20K would make me so happy.
Money doesn't buy happiness.
Yeah. But it can sure get me there. It'll sure give me the opportunity to be happy, I'll tell you that much. It doesn't buy happiness, but man, it'd get me there. Maybe that's a really bad thing for me to say. Is that a bad thing for me to say? That I want to be rich at some point in my life?
No.
No. I'm not consumed by money. I know I'm not. You've
Yeah.
seen the stupid stuff I buy.
Yeah.
I'm okay with never having a penny to my name. But I just want to live and vibe and not worry about things.
Yeah.
That's just kind
I
of my
feel that.
mentality with money in general.
I feel that.
But yeah, super fun. Ready for the last one?
Oh, there's
Yeah.
one more. All right.
The last one. Okay.
I'm scared.
All right. Go ahead. Pull it up. All right. This one is a little bit more.
Intense.
Yeah. A little bit more intense. Okay. Would you rather end all wars or end world hunger?
Wow.
Hunger.
Yeah, that one's a little intense. Hunger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
Hunger?
would do that too.
Just a couple of hunger boys. I'd go for hunger too.
Yeah.
Because here's my thing, right? There's always going to be a war.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a war. Now, if it meant stop wars forever, always, I'd be super down with that. I don't think that's part of the hypothetical.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, world hunger is definitely something that I would love to not be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, maybe that one wasn't so tough. It was super tough.
Nice.
I thought that was, yeah, nice.
It has
Good.
potential to be.
Good one,
but-
Moose. Good one, Moose. Dude, I really want Chino on the pod soon. Chino, if you're listening, I miss you, man. I need you on the pod, like, now. Just ring. Can we call Chino right now? It's like 11 o'clock over there, right?
Yeah,
No, he's in Utah, isn't he?
I believe he is in Utah. Yeah.
Call him. Let's have him drive down for the night. Just hang out.
I'm pretty sure he's with his girlfriend though.
I think
Oh.
he is too.
Yeah.
How's his girlfriend on the pod, too?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of where we'll end up, I guess, tonight.
Yeah.
Regarding the pod. So, don't forget to live, laugh, and love each other. Those are the 3 rules of the podcast. Don't forget, it is okay not to be okay. Never give up on love. I'm adding more tags onto it.
Nice.
Because you know what? By the end of when we do end this podcast, or if we do ever end this podcast, I want to say a whole paragraph before we sign off.
Nice.
That's my goal. But yeah, love you guys. Thanks for getting deep on episode 4 with us. Yeah,
Four, be with you.
episode 4. May the 4 be with you. That's a good title, bro. We also talked about guests and we got really deep.
Yeah.
We'll figure out the name later.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the podcast. Have a great night. See you in episode 5.
Bye.
Bye.